Good evening. How are y'all doing? And good morning if you're watching on replay. Thank you for coming in. So I wasn't going to do a news story today, but I got on to do something else. And then I saw this and I said, well, let me report on this right here for my one story today. So as you enter, please hit that like button so this video gets out to more people. I've been talking to people in the comments and they agree. I am being shadow banned here and my videos are not getting out to the people it need to get out to. But my thoughts and prayers are with these folk tonight, because flooding is already happening there and now the dam is expected to fail and they have issued evacuation warning, and this is a large tourist area as well, not just the people that's staying there. So this is going to affect a lot of people and prayers go out to them. Hey Colleen, hey Courtney, hey y'all, welcome into the channel. How are y'all today? Hey Anita, Let's Talk Live, and that challenge. I can't say all of that, but how are y'all today? Okay, so evacuations have been ordered with a dam on Hawaii's Oahu Island at risk of imminent failure as the second significant storm in a week pounds that state. Catastrophic flash flooding from the storm has already destroyed homes, forced rescues, and cut off towns in northern Oahu. And I will show you video of that if you have not seen it. Now, I know I'm going to butcher these names. The Wahiawa Dam, there we go, may collapse or breach at any time, they say. So according to an alert from the Department of Emergency Management, residents in the towns of Waialua, Walua, and Halewa have been told to leave immediately due to potential life-threatening flooding, and a flash flood warning has been issued for the area until 1:15 p.m. Do not stop to pack, they say, and they got this in quotations. Do not stop to pack or prepare your home. Only take items ready to go. I got chills with that because so many times I say that to you guys in the videos, to have a go bag, something you could just grab and go. Everything's right there because you don't know if you get that knock, and you're not going to get that knock. You're going to get that alert and it's going to tell you to go immediately. And you don't have time to take anything with you. Hold on for 1 second. So we just have to go. Crisis in Matthew 24:16 through 18 in the KJV, it says, then let them, Jesus says, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down, or to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. Bible. They are telling people right now, do not stop to pack or prepare your home. Only take items ready to go. There are an estimated 4,000 to 5,000 people in the dam risk area. The Department of Emergency Management spokesperson told CNN there are just under 10,000 people in the larger area impacted by flooding in the North Shore. The North Shore has been under flash flood warnings since early Friday as heavy rain lashes the island. It's unclear how many homes have been destroyed in the area. Emergency crews have rescued some people directly from rooftops. Hawaii Governor Josh Green told the news there was a group of 70 people who were surrounded by water up at a campsite on the North Shore. Green also said that he was told they are safe right now, but they were having difficulty getting out because there was so much water around them. The Hawaii National Guard has also been activated. Green said in a social media post on Friday, additional resources are continuing to deploy across Oahu. We are coordinating closely with state and county partners to support evacuations, open shelters, and keep the community safe. Emergency responders struggled to access the flooded area early Friday morning with two main roadways into it. They were flooded. Emergency management spokesperson said all points into the area are currently flooded, both coming in from central Oahu and from the Kahuku North Shore side. All routes in are flooded right now. A flash flood emergency, the highest level, was issued for the area until 2 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. Let's go to TikTok and share this. Hold on. I thought I was sharing. The sharing is Karen.
Occurring right now on Oahu. A flood watch has been issued for the entire state of Hawaii. We've had nearly 4 feet. In Hawaii, it is a flash flood emergency. Catastrophic flooding is occurring right now on Oahu. A flood watch has been issued for the entire state of Hawaii. We've had nearly 4 feet of rain over the past 7 days. More rain on the way. In fact, rain that continues to fall right now. The National Weather Service out of Honolulu, meteorologist Joseph Clark joins us now. Joseph, thank you so much for the time. I'm sure you and your team have been very busy. Talk to us about this flash flood emergency right now. The latest information, I know it's developing as the day has opened up.
Yeah, overnight, the North Shore of Oahu got about a foot of rain in a very short time. This is in addition to the rain that fell from the last Kona low last week. We had homes washed away, cars washed off the road. We have a road closure because of a house on the road. And there's actually a search and rescue at Ka'au on the west side of the island for some campers that are stranded right now.
Oh, it's a very scary situation. You know, in terms of just the topography of that island, you have these mountain ranges. How much does that play a role into where we're seeing the worst of the flooding right now?
It certainly plays a role. The water collects on the mountainside, and it all has to go somewhere, so it all goes downhill down the drainage.
In terms of the rain that we've seen since last week, right? We're talking pretty staggering numbers, more than 4 feet. And so the ground already saturated. We have kind of this string of Kona lows, obviously over this past week being very strong. And then this next one that's been ongoing, a lot of water in that short period of time. How do you and your team kind of work around kind of displaying and working out these different vulnerabilities across the different island chains?
Well, the main thing has been messaging that even though this Kona low is weaker than the last one, the main way that that's going to have an impact is the wind. It doesn't necessarily impact the flooding potential, especially since we have antecedent saturated conditions. We could easily get the same or even greater impacts with less rain than we saw last week.
Yeah, I mean, it takes those gustier winds as that low kicks in, you know, the ground already saturated. And so you see those trees kind of topple down some infrastructure. What do people need to know as we start to see these communities maybe even more impacted, right, in that flash flood emergency? What is something that you and the team do, and especially in working with emergency managers and making sure that they're getting the information that they need?
We're on the line with the emergency managers all the time. And the main thing that citizens need to know, I think, is to pay attention to watches and warnings through whatever source you get those through. and to listen to instructions from your local emergency management.
Some of the hottest weather
In Hawaii, it is in
This is nuts. Look at the river.
We're getting a clearer look at just how extreme the conditions were during the flash flood emergency in Oahu, Hawaii. Catastrophic flooding swept through communities, destroying homes and cutting access in and out of the area. A dam on the North Shore is also at risk of imminent failure after the heavy rain. Major routes in the area were completely flooded.
We had heavy rains overnight, serious flooding, in some cases up, chest level. Lots of people had to evacuate. We've evacuated the whole region now.
A Kona storm soaked Oahu overnight, dumping 2 to 3 months worth of rain in the last 24 hours. Rainfall has reached up to 12 inches on the northern half of the island.
Dude, that is a house that washed over the bridge. That is, oh my God.
The dam has remained stable at 85 feet, but if it were to rise to more than 88 feet, it could fail. This is the second wave of a Kona storm after Hawaii recovers from the first one less than a week ago. The threat of more heavy rain continues for Oahu and the rest of the islands through the weekend.
So is this where they had the fire and stuff? I'm wondering, because fire, it destroys the vegetation, so therefore the mudslides and all that stuff. But I don't know if that's where the fires were.
That is insane.
I'm gonna turn that music off. Wow.
State, there's a lot of flooding going on. People are evacuating. We're pretty high up, as you can see the river's behind me. The land is eroding, so we are ready to go. And we'll probably be going across the street if that happens. To a neighbor's house. The only other option is going to the high school. Everything's blocked off. There's flooding all around. Definitely something to watch. The river is a lot higher than it's ever been.
I don't know if I can do that calm.
Okay, guys,
Oh my gosh, it is so bad. Their car went up. Look at the water line all above, like along their house. This washed out. And then it washed all out right there. You can see where the water went up to their house. Insane. Oh my.
Breaking news. Hey, what's up, America?
Oh my gosh.
Go surf back.
Look at it flooding over.
That's insane, that amount of water. Never seen it like this ever.
That's absolutely insane. Let me see if I can find the dam. Is this it? I don't know if this is the dam.
Relentless rainfall has pushed water levels to the edge. The dam is classified as high hazard, which means if it fails, a surge of water will move fast and hit populated areas with almost no warning. Emergency alerts made it clear. This is a life-threatening situation. Floodwaters could arrive in minutes, not hours. Roads can disappear quickly under rising water, cutting off escape routes.
Hawaii.
Water levels are starting to subside.
Back-to-back corner lows, bringing Oahu more wet weather. We've seen chatter of the Wahiawa Dam potentially failing. So let's run that scenario for planning and awareness sake, just to see what the Oahu Dam planning tool has for us if all that water comes rushing out. Give me flashbacks to 2006 on Kauai when we had a dam break and all of that water came rushing out. Looks like this will end up in Waialua and Haleiwa. If it does, this is our inundation zone. It's like a lot of agricultural stuff going on in here. Ooh, a lot of houses too. So a lot of kupuna that we're gonna have to evacuate from this area. A lot of wet ground already. It's already saturated. Let's see what the flood map says about this area. Oh, the FEMA map is showing a lot of red and blue areas. So that's our floodways. When pressure builds, that's where all the water is going to go first. So let's take a quick look and zoom in if any houses are affected in this red and blue area. Yeah, looks like there's some structures in this area. Let's look what it is on the ground. Boom. Yep, the data matches up with what the flood says on the map. So the
good evening is there.
Oh,
Hi. Listen, if you find yourself in this situation, don't drive into that water. You don't know if the ground is there. You don't know what's going on. And you're going to flood out your vehicle anyway. Like, you just trying to get rid of your vehicle. I don't understand why people still do this. He's already floating. He's already floating.
Bruh.
That's great. But I don't want to keep you guys. I just wanted to come on and let you know what was going on. I had no idea this was even happening. And for us to just stay aware and pay attention, get your weather alert radio. I mean, in case your phone dies on you, you know, you still have some kind of alert system. Have a bag together. Have things placed in waterproof bags as well. Like I said, when that flood water comes in, you only have seconds. Honestly, I don't even feel like you have minutes. Depending on how much it is, you only have seconds. I'm nervous about that as well because I'm surrounded by water. I am surrounded by water behind me, water in front of me. I'm like, you know, but it is what it is. You know, you move into these areas and you know that the potential is there. There are dams all around this area. Let me see what some of y'all are saying before we go. And thank y'all for coming in. If you haven't hit the like, please hit the like button. Let's see. This is in Hawaii, Oahu. To answer Courtney. Hey, Linda, how are you? Hey, Frank family. Yankee, how are you? Sharista, how are you? Hey, Finesse, Asia. Y'all must have came in late. It's in Hawaii, though. So prayers to them for real. They're going through it right now. And so many people are going through it. Thank you so much. Oahu. Yes, David. I was stumbling. Hey, Marsha, how are you? Let's see. Schofield Barracks. Is that Army? I know my brother was stationed over This was so many years ago. He was stationed in Hawaii long time ago. I think I still have a cousin live over there somewhere though. Oh, you were stationed over there? Okay. It's surrounded by water. Yeah. It makes you a little nervous. I try not to be afraid, but it make you a little nervous, you know, what ifs this failed, you know. And when I know Hurricane Helene came in, I have like it's like some kind of culvert on the hillside where my house is in the back of the house. And so the water already, when it rains heavy, regular heavy, comes in through there and it kind of saturates my backyard. And so we refuse to even put anything over in that area. But then when the hurricane came in, all that water must have came through that culvert because my basement was flooded. It made it to 2 of the rooms, my food pantry room and the room my son used to stay in. It made it in there. Luckily, it did not damage any food. It didn't get up that high, but it's still a lot. It's still a lot to deal with. I agree, Timothy. They've had nothing but heartache. First fires, now floods. Yeah. And you know, when stuff like that happens in Hawaii, all these rich people, they go in and they buy up the land from the natives. They buy up the land like Oprah and then put up these huge gates. And then like when that fire took place, the people couldn't even cross her yard to get away from the fire because of the gating and stuff. I don't know. It's just weird. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know, Hope. Right. Thank you so very much. So y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. I just want to bring y'all a little bit of news that hopefully, you know, you can use, and definitely pray for these people that they are okay and they make it through that. Hey, Granny Carmen, I didn't even see you in here. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Y'all take care and y'all stay safe. And don't forget to hit that like button because your girl is drowning in not getting any kind of views out here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on other than I'm shadow banned. I know that much. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. And y'all stay safe.